Pulse 95. Between local lines, notes from the Emirate.
Yes, something to talk about.
It's not local lines because this is a little bit more
Far.
A bit way far.
Way
So
far.
let's
Space far.
Should space be a bit of a buzz? Can we call it a buzz?
Yeah.
Let's call it a buzz.
It is the buzz.
Entertainment headlines.
Entertainment headlines.
This is
The Buzz.
This is the buzz because Hollywood star William Shatner has become the oldest person to go to space as he blasted off aboard the Blue Origin suborbital capsule. He's 90 years old. And he played Captain James T. Kirk in the Star Trek films and TV series. He actually took off from the Texas desert with 3 other individuals. And his trip on the rocket system, which was developed by Amazon.com founder Jeff Bezos, lasted about 10 minutes. The craft safely landed just after 10 o'clock local time. And those aboard got to experience a short period of weightlessness as they climbed to a maximum altitude just above 100 kilometers. And from there, they were able to see the curvature of the Earth through the capsule's big windows.
Yeah, and look, I mean, on the Star Trek show, which William Shatner was essentially the main character playing Captain Kirk. It is, you know, what's interesting is on the show they're going from planet to planet, galaxy to galaxy, but this is pretty underwhelming in comparison because all they did was stay up there for 10 minutes. However, 10 minutes just from takeoff to landing, and they got 3 minutes of weightlessness and that 5.5 G feeling where they had this thing pressing onto their chest as well. But for Shatner, it was a big deal. He told Jeff Bezos after the flight, he said, "What you have given me is the most profound experience. I am so filled with emotion, just extraordinary." He said, "I hope I never recover from this. I hope that I can maintain what I feel now." Now, another reason why this is a big deal is Shatner is 90 years old, and you could look at this as a bit of a test flight for the future of space tourism. Older people are generally wealthier a lot of the time, and to have someone this old do this and to do it successfully and with such buzz, and for him to have pretty much felt rewarded from it, we could see more and more people interested in doing this as a bucket list sort of experience.
I just hope it gets cheaper because it's extraordinary at the moment. I think we'll have to be 90 by the time we can be able to afford it, to be honest. But
or 190.
190. Well,
hey, yeah, there you go. I like that.
I won't be able to afford it.
Thinking far ahead.
In my dreams.
But you know what I like about this is the fact that we have an actor who used to be in the studios, you know, obviously filming, that he's flying from galaxy to galaxy.
It's ironic.
Yeah, to eventually be told you're actually going to space. And I think that feeling must be so incredible.
So surreal.
Yeah, to be up there. Even though it's just for 11 minutes or whatever this journey was, I think the whole aspect of being in a spaceship and not knowing what's happened, that's what it is. Because, you know, when we go on a roller coaster, yes, there's one big drop that is what people go for, but the aspect of queuing up and sitting down and the roller coaster kicks off, that whole process is an experience, and certainly was a good experience for Captain Kirk finally in space. I think they should have made a film about this whilst they were there.
It is. It should be made into a film. He was actually in tears. He told Jeff Bezos after the experience, he said, "Everybody in the world needs to do this. It was unbelievable." He was in tears, and he said that what you have given me, he was talking to Jeff Bezos, he said, "What you have given me is the most profound experience. I'm so filled with emotion about what just happened. I hope I never recover from this, and I hope I can retain what I feel now. I don't want to lose it." And those were the words of William Shatner.
Yeah, and spoke about what it's like in outer space. And he said, look, you spend your entire life on Earth, you look up, we're covered in this blue sky, and it's something that we're familiar with our entire lives. Once you're out there in space, you're surrounded by black ugliness, he described it. And he found that particularly moving. Of course, we can't relate to what he had experienced up there. It's something you have to try, but it got me really curious what I would feel if I were up there in space just looking at blackness all around me.
Are we
the vastness of the universe.
intrigued or not yet?
A bit intrigued, yeah. Because it really puts things in perspective. It makes you feel the insignificance of our planet and how tiny it is compared to everything else.
Definitely. But I did not know Jeff Bezos was in Star Trek as well.
You know who else was on Star Trek? King
Really,
Abdullah.
he was? Jeff Bezos.
King Abdullah of Jordan was on Star Trek.
Really?
So he was such a big fan of the show. When he was a lot younger, he wanted to be on, and they put him on as a crew member, and it was a cameo.
Way.
Yeah, look it up on YouTube.
Oh my God, I have to look it up.
It's hilarious. He just stood there. He had no line, but he really loved the show, and they put him on. Star Trek is a big deal.
That's pretty awesome. I think we should all sign up for it for sure. To sign up for our favorite movie.
Oh, here it is. Here he is.
Yeah.
That's true. He was much younger, though.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
Let's sign up Rania Sadi for maybe Money Heist, maybe...
Money Heist, yes. Space,
Squid Game?
Squid Game, no. Not
yeah,
the,
why not
not
Squid
the real...
Game?
Not the real Squid Game.
Right.
The fake one.
The fake one, for sure. Well, guys, stay with us on the Morning Majlis. We'll continue the discussions here on the program. It is Weekend Vibes here in the studios. To stay with us, and do text us on 4215. And if you wanted to be wanted to have a cameo in any particular movie, particular film, text us on 4215.
I want to have a cameo in any Beyonce video clip.
Oh, yes. We're going to work on that. Let's ask Beyonce.
Sorted.
That's my dream right there.
Wow. Stay with us. This is the Morning Majlis. We'll be right back, and we'll continue the conversations here on the program.
Join the conversation with the Morning Majlis. Pulse 95.
Join the conversation with the Morning Majlis, and we are going to be shifting our focus towards the good old iPhones. Apparently, they're going to be hit with a blue chip, or an Apple chip crunch, rather. Did you receive your phone yet, Sion?
No, I did not.
See, it's stuck in this chip crunch.
It's stuck, yeah.
See, the tech giant says they were expected to produce 90 million new iPhone models in the last 3 months of the year, but the total is now going to be much lower. It's because of the chip shortages. Japan Display, which gets more than half of its revenue from Apple, fell as much as 5.6%, the most in 2 months. And even the US suppliers, from Broadcom and Texas Instruments to Skyworks Solutions and Cirrus Logic, also fell in post-market trading.
Mm-hmm. Well, signs have already been there and emerging in recent company filings of the supply chain disruptions that are caused by the pandemic and intensified, obviously, by the global energy crunch. Apple is likely to slash its projected iPhone 13 production targets for this year by as many as 10 million units. As prolonged chip shortages, they hit its flagship product, according to people with knowledge of the matter. And the company had expected to produce 90 million new iPhone models in the last 3 months of the year, but it's now telling manufacturing partners that the total will be lower because Broadcom and Texas Instruments, they're actually struggling to deliver enough components they're the ones that are actually doing the models. They're actually constructing it. And the technology giant is actually one of the world's largest chip buyers and sets the annual rhythm for the electronic supply chain. But even with strong buying power, Apple is still grappling with the same supply disruptions that have wreaked havoc on industries around the world. Major chip makers, they have also warned that demand will continue to outpace supply throughout next year as well, and potentially beyond.
Yeah, customers are already feeling this. I'm sure you are, Rania. The iPhone. Yeah. People are not getting their orders. Their orders are not being delivered. The iPhone 13 Pro and the iPhone 13 Pro Max went on sale back in September, but people are still complaining that they haven't got their deliveries yet. Apple's website is also saying that some of the new devices are, quote, currently unavailable. So if you even try to order them online right now, you may not be able to do so. This is also the case for pickup at some of the company's retail stores as well. Apple's carrier partners also say they're seeing some similar shipment delays, while current orders are scheduled to be shipped around mid-November, so Apple could still get the new iPhone to consumers in time for the crucial holiday season. But yeah, the fact that the king of the tech world, Apple, they're not immune from this global shortage that's been made worse by the pandemic, and it really sets the tone and the pace for the entire world now. If Apple is reeling from this, then so is everyone else.
Imagine if people bought these phones for a birthday present. That would be devastating.
That's what happened with me.
Oh, no.
Yeah, I did it for my birthday. And I said, you know what? I want to get a new iPhone for my birthday. I pre-ordered the iPhone 13. And it was before my birthday. It was before September 21st. And till this minute, I did not get it.
Goodness.
I feel sad.
Yeah.
But just hanging my head in shame.
This story is all about you.
It's all about
this story is all about you.
It's sad. You're reminding me of my grief.
You're the target audience of this conversation. Well, guys, let us know how you are affected by the iPhone supply shortage, and we'll definitely get your thoughts on the air, and hopefully people can listen in and make some decisions as well. So, well, guys, stay with us on the Morning Majlis. We shall be returning very shortly, right after the business headlines, in fact. So stay with us. This is the Morning Majlis, only on Pulse 95.
Pulse 95. The Morning Majlis, talking the stories that are shaping headlines. This is Pulse 95.
So Al-Qasba by Sharjah Investment and Development Authority, Shuruq, is going to collaborate with CREA Media. They're going to offer a series of photography courses every Saturday during the months of October and November at Multaqa Al-Qasba. These courses are going to teach students on how to fully operate their DSLR and mobile cameras and to improve their photography skills. And they've got a variety of categories they're teaching people in, not limited to fashion photography, food photography, portrait photography, outdoor photography, you name it.
Yes, and I want to take part in this.
It sounds incredible, yeah.
It happens every Saturday. It's going from 10:30 a.m. until 4 p.m. Every Saturday. So it's starting this Saturday, the 16th of October. The second Saturday is going to be on the 23rd of October, and then the 30th of October, and then it goes until the 6th of November. So it's only one day for every course. So again, it's going to be about highlighting photography skills or teaching you photography skills on fashion photography, on food photography, on portrait photography, and outdoor photography as well. So if you want to up the ante on your Instagrammable pictures and just, photography in general, those are the courses for you, for sure. And they will lend you a camera as well, to also a professional camera to be training in.
It's good. I think it's such a good skill, isn't it? A lot of people do iPhonography, and I think that's the best one. It's easiest, to be honest.
Yes.
I love it because, I work in media production, video production. I film myself, and I've used my cameras, and I've traveled and made travel vlogs. The footage that I've got from a phone is incredible, especially the famous phone that is not being delivered yet.
Don't remind me.
So, it's cool that, getting a camera and learning photography is such an exceptional art, to be honest. And I think there is so much that gets involved, because when you take a picture from your camera, you think, my phone takes better photos than this. That's automatic. That's given. And it will always be the case that your phone will take better photo than your camera just on face value. But the shot that you take from your camera, you can edit it, and it's editable to look even way more amazing. So it's a great art. It's a lot of patience, guys. It's a lot of fun. And Ahmed was right as well. If you can't afford to pay certain fees, which is being charged in Al-Qasba, you can always ask a friend. You can always maybe check YouTube.
Yeah.
YouTube is like the go-to place, right?
I love it. YouTube has got tutorials for pretty much everything you can think about. I learned how to fix, and I learned how to do plumbing thanks to YouTube.
Oh, wow.
So if I have any problems, I can fix it myself. It's just great. I think information is free, but also the courses at Al-Qasba, it's also great to attend a session and where everything is compact.
Yes.
And in person as well.
Exactly, yeah.
So that's always good. So that's always ideal. So that's good news, guys. That's a nice photography session. But we'll have to shout out to our good old Gabby. He can maybe teach us directly.
And there's actually a website that you can go to for those courses if you want to sign up for them. You just have to visit the website discovershuruq.ae and look for the Al-Qasba photography courses. And that's it. That's all you have to do. Sign up.
That certainly is. Well,
but it's chargeable.
It is chargeable for sure.
Yes.
Well, guys,
disclaimer
there for sure. But yeah, check them out, and I think it's worth it. So we'll continue the discussions from there on, guys. But yes, stay tuned to Pulse 95. We'll be right back. And we will be concluding the discussions with more chances of taking good shots and maybe winning some grand prizes. Stay with us. This is the Morning Majlis, only on Pulse 95.
If you liked this episode of the Morning Majlis, drop a like and subscribe.
95.
Be sure to follow us on Instagram for all our daily updates and top stories.
Pulse.